Close your eyes for a moment and imagine sitting in front of the TV with your legs crossed, snacks in hand, and that familiar hum of a Saturday morning cartoon playing in the background. Suddenly, a Disney commercial pops up.
Austin and Allie will be right back on Disney Channel.
The iconic wand swirls in the air, forming the shape of Mickey's ears. Goosebumps, right? That feeling, that little spark inside of you is exactly what we're going to be diving into today. Why do childhood commercials like these stir such a deep sense of nostalgia? Why even now as adults do we find ourselves smiling when we stumble across an old Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network ad? Let's take a trip back to the early 2000s to find out why this is. Remember that glow? That radiant swirl of light as a young actor traced Mickey's iconic ears? It wasn't just a commercial, it was like an invitation. Disney wasn't just selling you a show, they were selling you an experience. Every time that glowing wand appeared, it was as if they were saying, come on, you're a part of this magic too. You could feel it, like you were being personally invited into a magical world where everything was possible. It's funny, but that simple motion of drawing the Mickey logo became something more than just a network branding. It symbolized the kind of imagination and joy that Disney has always stood for. And I bet even now, if you close your eyes, you can still picture that glowing wand in your head. You can think of where you were when you were watching one of these commercials. And that's the power of nostalgia. It brings you back to a time where everything felt new and exciting. And even a commercial break felt like a mini adventure. And going right next door to Nickelodeon for a second, I want you to tell me if any of these words resonate with you. Slime, chaos, and laughter. Those were the cornerstones of every single Nickelodeon commercial. Who could forget Slime Time Live?
Match after 20 seconds, then I get a pie in the face, my first pie, which I'm very excited about. Well, then go, let's play Slime Time. Pick two numbers.
1 and 9.
1 is the Cream Blaster. No, stop the clock. Stop the clock for a second. The Cream Blaster went off, so you know what that means. Ashley gets blasted. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. Oh, she loves it.
You weren't just watching TV, you were being pulled into a world where it was completely normal for someone to get drenched in neon green goo for no reason whatsoever. And honestly, that's the dream as a kid. The unpredictable, the wild energy, and the sense that anything could happen. Nickelodeon commercials weren't just promoting the shows, they made you feel like you were a part of an exclusive event. The loud, colorful characters didn't just speak at you, they felt like they were speaking to you. They made you want to jump into that world of meaningless and mayhem. Even if it was just a few minutes between episodes of Drake and Josh or SpongeBob SquarePants, they didn't just advertise the shows, they advertised fun. But it didn't stop there.
Can I watch you guys kissing?
What?
Ugh.
If you ever tuned in to Cartoon Network back in the day, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Remember those wild crossovers like the Powerpuff Girls hanging out with Johnny Bravo? Or Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory chilling with Courage the Cowardly Dog? These mashups were pure gold. They made you feel like every show on Cartoon Network existed in the same wild, entertaining universe. A squad that you couldn't wait to hang out with after school. And every commercial break felt like a quick pit stop into a familiar, fun-filled world where every character you loved was there. So how does all of this make you feel warm inside? Why do we look back on these commercials with such fondness? It's really simple. They captured the essence of childhood. They weren't just trying to sell us something, they were offering us experiences. They weren't just commercials, they were part of the adventure. They were fun, exciting, they had their own stories, and they were endlessly creative.
It's a family Christmas like no other. Good Luck Charlie, It's Christmas, a Disney Channel original movie. Premieres Friday, December 2nd at 8/7 Central on Disney Channel.
And that's something that today's ads, which are focused on influencers or product placements, often lack. I mean, think about it. Today's commercials try so hard to catch your attention, but do they ever make you feel something? Why is a car insurance commercial playing on a kids channeling network? That's what set the 2000s apart. The commercials back then weren't just focused on selling, they were focused on being part of the fun. They were like their own little mini TV show. They were energetic, creative, and most importantly, they felt like they were for us, not for some corporate agenda and not to sell us a product, but to entertain and to spark a little bit of joy in our day. I remember coming home from school, throwing my backpack on the floor, and rushing to the living room just in time to catch my favorite shows. But weirdly enough, I wasn't just excited for the episodes. I was excited for the commercial breaks too. If there was a toy I really wanted, I would wait just for that commercial to come on to watch it. I remember laughing out loud at a SpongeBob promo, and every time that Disney wand comes out, it gives me chills. Like I was somehow being let in on a secret that only me and other Disney fans knew. So next time you see one of these modern corporate guru commercials, just remember those childhood ones. The ones that weren't just selling shows, they were selling moments, feelings, and memories. They were part of our childhood and part of what made growing up in the 2000s so special. And maybe next time when you see one of these old commercials, it'll bring you back to a time where you were sitting cross-legged on the floor, fully immersed in a world where even the commercials were something to look forward to. Because these commercials were more than just ads. They were our childhoods. And that's something that will never fade away. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and if y'all did, please like and subscribe because it'll mean the absolute world to me. And if you don't, I'll throw Nickelodeon slime on you. Y'all have a good rest of your night or day. Peace.